dedicated to the grind and dedicated to you. That's why we do what we do. This is Power Grind Boxing. I'm jumping on right now, and I'm gonna try to break something down so it's forever broke, and that is basically the rules and regulations of boxing. The basic objective of boxing is to land a punch on your opponent while avoiding a punch in return. Do you understand? Basically, it's like swimming without getting wet. And boxing matches are governed by a set of rules and regulations. And the purpose of these rules and regulations is basically to ensure fair competition and the safety of the boxers. So what we're going to do in this video is that we're going to talk about the basic rules of boxing. Now, you already know boxing has different weight classes, right? Now, boxers are grouped into various weight divisions, and the reason why that is because they want to ensure a fair matchup. Each weight class has a maximum weight limit. Got it? Okay, so let's talk about the ring. The boxing ring, of course, you know it's a square platform, right? 360 degrees in that square, right? Now, it usually measures about 16 to 20 feet on each side. Now, with rounds, a boxing match consists of a predetermined amount of rounds. Now, normally in the professional realm, these rounds are 3 minutes, and the number of rounds varies depending on the level of competition. Now, we all know that boxers, they have to wear a certain type of glove. They have to always wear PPE. They got to have mouth guard. They got to have protective gear. They got to have gloves. They even wear headgear if they're in the amateurs. You got what I'm saying? Now, they wear shorts, hand wraps, groin protector, all that good stuff, right? Okay. So now, scoring a boxing match. Scoring boxing matches can be decided by a couple of different elements. A knockout, which is a KO, or a technical knockout, a TKO. It could be a disqualification, or by a decision if the match goes the duration or the distance, right? Now, a decision is determined through a points system. So the judges each score a round based on effective punches. And when I say effective punches, I'm not just talking about some thrown punches, that's some pity-pat punches or punches that are thrown that don't land significantly. I am speaking of punches that are effective, and effective punches that have landed. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. So effective punches landed, they have to land. Okay, so effective punches landed. Defense, ring generalship, and overall skill. Now, the fighter who wins a round typically receives 10 points, and the opponent receives a lesser amount. Most of the times, that's a 9 or an 8. Most of the times, like I said, it's going to be a 10-9 round unless something else happens. You got what I'm saying? Now, if a judge scores a round as a draw, both fighters receive 10 points. Got that? Did you hear what I said? If the judges see the round as even, both of the fighters receive 10 points. And then at the end of the match, the scores from all judges are added up to determine the winner. So think about that. Think about all these elements, that 4-prong test that I just was talking about. So now we're going to talk about a KO. Now, a fighter wins by a knockout when their opponent is unable to get up after a specified count. Now, usually that's 10 seconds. You got what I'm saying? After the fighter has been knocked down. Sometimes it seems as if it's not 10 seconds. You got what I'm saying? It's usually 10 seconds, but it's really a 10 count. So it doesn't have to be 10 seconds from what I have seen recently. You know, so in recent years, it seems as if people can get 15, 16 seconds, you know, but it can be extended 10 count, you know, but the referee has the count to 10. You got what I'm saying? Now, a fighter could also lose by a technical knockout. Now, a technical knockout usually occurs when the referee stops the fight because one fighter is unable to continue, either due to an injury, it could be due to excessive punishment, or the corner could throw in the towel. Now, I have seen all of the things that I just mentioned. You got what I'm saying? Now, when the referee is looking at this fighter, then what they're doing is they're making a health assessment, and it's an instantaneous health assessment. Sometimes fighters, they got their eyes rolling in their head. They're looking down when they should be looking up. They're looking to the left when they should be looking at the referee when the referee's talking to them. There's so many different reasons why a fighter can get stopped or TKO will be called by that referee when he makes an assessment, an instantaneous assessment of that fighter. Now, are all of these decisions 100% correct? No, but it's at the referee's discretion because that's the individual that's in there trying to make that split-second decision. And it's a very difficult decision. It's not very easy. Now, on the outside looking in, it's so easy, but in that ring, if you're a referee, it is definitely not an easy decision. Okay, let's talk about disqualification. Now, a boxer can be disqualified if they commit a foul repeatedly, or if they engage in something like unsportsmanlike conduct. You know when Tito Ortiz headbutted Floyd Mayweather? That's unsportsmanlike conduct, and it's a foul. You go. You know what I'm saying? Now let's talk about fouls, though. You know, boxing has a set of rules to ensure that the fighters are safe and that fair play is involved, right? So some of the common fouls include hitting below the belt. And you know, at the beginning of every round, at the beginning of the fight, the referee tells you what the belt is. He says, hey, if you hit below this area, then this is bad. You got what I'm saying? So the referee at the beginning of the match or that bout tells you what the belt line is. You got me? Okay, so hitting behind the head, holding, biting, headbutting, using elbows or knees and all that type of stuff, all that stuff is foul. You know what I'm saying? It's important to note, though, that the scoring system and the rules, especially Queensberry rules, but they may slightly vary between professional boxing and amateur boxing. You know what I'm saying? But most of the times, boxing organizations and various boxing jurisdictions, they most of the times have the same guidelines, more or less. You got what I'm saying? Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is because what I'm noticing on social media and what I'm noticing on just different platforms that I'm on, it seems as if people do not know. They don't understand the scoring system, and they don't understand the rules of boxing. Now, everybody think they know the rules of boxing, and it really kills me that people think they know the rules of the boxing, and they don't box. They hardly look at boxing except when their boxer or when their favorite person is fighting. You know, but they always got an opinion on boxing. You got what I'm saying? So I had to jump in, do this video. You know, I'm trying to do it in a super quick way. You know, because I'm really angry right now about certain opinions that's being pushed. You know what I'm saying? Now listen, when the judges make a decision that the judges make, don't be angry at the boxers, because the boxers have nothing to do with the judges. The boxers, they get in a ring and they execute a orchestrated game plan. That's all they do. So, you know, it's really the disrespect that some of these boxers, man, I'm telling you, man, it makes me want to not, man. Okay, anyway, look, this is Power Grind Boxing. courtesy of Power Grind Sports. I got to remind you to punch the like button. Punch that like button. I'm saying join our movement and stay on the grind. Peace, y'all.